Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Creatively Carissa. Today I am going to be doing a simple makeup look on my mannequin head. So let's get started. The first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and clean the face area just to make sure there's no makeup and dirt on the face. Okay, so I would just simply go ahead and put on some simple cleaner. I just have been using this cleansing water. I really like it. It's light. I feel like it takes off makeup really easily. I would just go ahead and put just a little bit onto a cotton pad and lightly rub it into the face, not too hard, to get rid of any makeup that was on there previously and just to eliminate any dirt that was on the skin. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and throw that away. Next, what I'm gonna do is just add some face primer. I'm gonna go ahead and lightly put this on the face. I just put a little bit on my hand, and I'm gonna go ahead and really lightly rub it in. This definitely helps with your foundations to give you a really nice finished look. Okay. After that, I'm going to go ahead and put on some matte foundation. This one is just the Maybelline Fit Me. It's fairly cheap drugstore foundation. I'm just going to go ahead and shake it a little bit and then apply that to the top of my hand as well. I like to use this flat top foundation brush. I think that it gives a really nice even application of the foundation rather than just trying to apply it with my hand or even so much as just like a beauty blender. So I'm going to go ahead and just apply a little bit and then go ahead and apply the foundation onto the face. Make sure to really get the neckline and jawline blended together for a seamless look. Okay. Now that that's done, I'm gonna go ahead and apply loose kind of setting powder just underneath the eye area. And for this, I'm gonna be using this Morphe R5 brush. Just gonna go ahead and lightly tap that in there and start to just simply apply it right under the eye area. So usually when I'm doing a makeup look, I usually do the brows before I do any eyeshadow, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And for this, I'm gonna be using the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in the color Soft Brown, and then I'm gonna go ahead and use the Anastasia eyebrow brush in number 12. So for this, I really like that I can give really good definition with the brow and then still be able to fill it in, as it has a spoolie on the other end too to really help with blending. And I just go ahead and dip this right in. Usually my brush is a little more stiff from sitting, so I just apply that to the top of my hand and just get a really nice even application on the brush. Then I would go in and start a little bit farther back on the brow line and just go ahead and underline the whole brow. And then the same on the top. I'm not going to go all the way to the front of the brow. I'm going to leave a little bit open. And then I'm going to go in and fill the brow in with kind of flicking up brush strokes. This helps fill it in but not have it look too cakey. So then for the front of the brow, what I would do is really lightly just kind of bring some of the pomade that I have from over here into the front of the brow to give more of like a really subtle ombre look, and just kind of slowly start to bring that out. So then it looks something like this. Next, I would take my spoolie and I'm just going to really lightly start to flick it up so you get rid of any type of lines and it gives you a really nice ombre look. Okay, now that I have this side of the brow done, I'm going to go ahead and start with the other side. Same thing, I'm going to go ahead and start just to underline the brow. If you ever feel like you don't have enough pomade, I just go ahead and kind of lightly bring my brush back into the little bit that I have on my hand because I don't want too much. And then I'll just go in and finish really getting that definition of whatever brow shape that the client or yourself likes. Again, let's go ahead here and then just lightly fill it in. And then same with the front. I just want to kind of bring in anything that I have from the back of the brow and kind of bring it forward, so you get more of a light looking color to get more of an ombre look. Same thing, I'm going to go ahead and take my spoolie and then just really lightly kind of blend that out. Okay. If you ever need to kind of go in and touch up anything, especially after blending it out with the spoolie, I usually just take a little Q-tip and you can kind of go in here and just really clean up that line and make it look nice. Like this. After that, I like to use my Anastasia Pro Pencil eyeshadow primer and color corrector. I prefer using something like this over a liquid concealer just because I feel like I can get a more definition with this rather than with the concealer. I feel like sometimes even slightly putting a little bit too much can kind of get messy. So with this, all I would do is just start at the beginning of the brow and really lightly just trace underneath to get a nice, clean, almost highlighted effect. It really helps your brows look very sharp. Even before blending it in, you can see that it just kind of starts to crisp up the brow. I do it on top, but not quite as much. Just really lightly. Okay. After I'm done with that, I always take a Q-tip and then I go ahead and I softly bring it out into the front of the brow to keep that ombre look. And then I just lightly go through the whole brow and really blend it in. Same with the top. And then when you're done, you can see that you get a really crisp, clean looking line. Then I would just go ahead and do the other side as well.
Go in with my Q-tip and just really nicely blend that concealer pencil to get a really nice clean sharp look.
Okay. Now that I have the brows done, I will go ahead and start with my shadow. So for this look, I'm going to be doing something a little bit more natural. I really like this palette. The browns and the nudes in it, I feel like work really well with giving a natural look. And then you also have the option to have some darker pigmentations if that's something that you want to use. So first, I'm going to use the Morphe R32 brush, and I'm going to go in and just kind of give something a little bit darker than her natural shade. Or you can also do something a little bit lighter if you're wanting to put on a shadow that's more pigmented. But today I just wanted to do something more natural looking. So I'm going to be using this one from all over the lid. I'm going to start kind of out towards the back of the brow and just really lightly with some circular motion. I'm just going to go ahead and bring that in all the way down. You don't want to get too close to the inside of the lid. And then just cover the whole brow, or I mean the whole lid. Go ahead and do the other side. So next I'm going to go ahead and use this shade, and I'm going to use that on the outside here on the lid, this color. I'm going to go ahead the same thing, just like small circular motions. And then as I get closer in, I really lightly just want to kind of feather it. I don't want to get this area too dark as I'm going to try and apply something that's a little bit lighter. But out here, I'm just going to go ahead and make these small circular motions, really get that nicely blended in. Some people as well will put some like shape tape here to kind of keep this area more clean and sharp. I don't currently have any, or else I would have done that as well. So next, as I go ahead and bring that in towards the more corner of the lid area, I want to do something a little bit lighter. So I'm going to go ahead and use this color here. And then I'm just going to go ahead and lightly just make some brush strokes. I don't want to do this circular motion because I don't want it to come up too high on the brow line. And then just lightly go ahead and blend that into the darker shade, bringing it pretty far down. Gonna go ahead and do the other side. Same thing. I don't want to use that circular motion, but I want to make sure that I also get a nice blend into my darker color in this area. So there you can see. Okay. Next, I'm going to use this Morphe highlight palette. I love this. It has really nice different shades of highlight if you're somebody that wants something a lot lighter or more translucent. There's some lighter shades, and then you got your golds as well. This one I'm going to use this little angled brush, and I'm just going to really lightly, I'm going to use this one here. It's called Galactic. I'm just going to lightly put that on my brush, and then really come down here in the corner. And I really want to hit right there in this little V area and just highlight that. Bring it up just a little bit to blend. Go ahead and do the other side. And if you can see, you'll just have a really pretty highlight right in the corner of the eyes. Okay, now that that is done with the eye area, I'm gonna go ahead and use this Huda Beauty Life Liner. It comes with a liquid on one end, and then also more of a crayon style. I'm gonna go ahead and use the crayon style today, and just really lightly go in. And line the eye. Okay, there we go. So for mascara, my favorite mascara to use if I'm not using strip lashes would be the Fenty Beauty. This is called Full Frontal. I really like this. It's not clumpy, and it goes on really nicely. I would just go ahead and just lightly apply it to the lash line on both sides. Next, after that, I would go ahead and start with the lip area. For the lip liner that I was going to use today, it's called Beauty For Real in the color Whiskey. It is a crayon liner. I'm just going to go ahead and lightly line the lips. So here I have the lips lined. Today I'm going to go ahead and use a gloss after my liner. This is Marc Jacobs and it's called Pink Parade. I really like this one. It's not too gooey, but I feel like, or sticky, but I feel like it goes on really nicely with a really pretty like iridescent shine to it. And there we go. You can see that it has a really nice iridescent shine to it. Very pretty. After I've done the full face, the last thing I would do would go ahead and set it with a setting or finishing spray. The one that I like to use is it's by Winky Lux. And just give it a little shake, go ahead and then just spritz it over the face. And then once I'm done with that, I'll just go ahead and let it air dry, and that is my finished look. I know the lip is a little bit more bold, but I do like to keep things a little bit more on the natural side. I really hope you like this simple tutorial. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and push your post notifications so every time I post a video, you'll be updated. Guys, bye!